So you're telling me my queen Tina Fey, your king Steve Carell, and our Lord and Savior Colman Domingo is doing a show together? Yeah, I'm watching that. That's it. Alright, welcome to Taste Take. If you're new here, today we're doing a spoiler-free review of the new Netflix show, The Four Seasons. If that's something you're into, hit that subscribe button for your boy. From our regular Taste Takers, let's see if Tina Fey still got it. Spoiler alert, she does. Okay, quick background here. The Four Seasons is a new Netflix series co-created by Tina Fey, Fisher and Tracey Wigfield. It's based on the 1981 movie, The Four Seasons, which I had never heard of in all my days. That movie was written and directed by Alan Alda, and he starred in it. Man was doing it all. And he's still around and working. He got a producer credit on this 2025 show. So yes, the updated Four Seasons. Here's how the story goes. So Tina, Lang, and Tracy been knowing each other for a long time. They actually worked together on the last season of 30 Rock. They've been trying to create something else for a while now. They said they wanted something that felt grounded, something about friends, and something about marriage. In these creative sessions, Tina Fey kept bringing up the movie The Four Seasons. She's telling them like, I want it to feel like The Four Seasons. I love that movie. Tina Fey was 10 years old when The Four Seasons came out, and that movie ain't for kids. She just loved it. So finally the group was like, damn, should we just watch The Four Seasons? They watched that thing and they're like, oh, we should do The Four Seasons. We should do The Four Seasons. Tina Fey looked into getting the rights from Universal, and after a long process, the rights were secured. After they finished the script, they brought it over to Alan Alda. Don't forget, that's the OG of The Four Seasons. He and his wife both gave the stamp of approval, and that's pretty much how we got here. And for those of you who were like me and never heard of The Four Seasons, what is it even about? Alright, plot time. The Four Seasons is a show that tells the story of 6 friends, 3 couples. They meet up for what they thought was going to be a relaxing weekend until they find out that one of the couples is about to call it Splitsville after 25 years of marriage.
Are you guys happy?
What kind of question is that? Come on.
We sit in the same room, monitoring different screens. We're like coworkers at a nuclear facility.
This comes as a shock to the whole crew, so we spend the majority of the show seeing how they all deal with it and move on as a friend group into this new chapter. And of course, seeing how it affects the other couples' relationships along the way. This show is 8 episodes, and we spend 2 episodes in each of the 4 seasons. You see what they did there? It's each of the 4 is 2 per. Anyway, for each season, we only see the group on vacation. We never see them at home. We never see them at work. Only on vacation. Also, let's normalize taking 4 vacations a year with our friends. Donald Trump, is it too much to ask of you to take a break from fighting with our allies and deporting anyone that works at Chipotle for not giving you enough guac and just sign an executive order forcing corporations to give us 2 weeks off per season? Anyway, let's talk about our cast. First up, we have our couple that's come to the end of the road. Nick and Ann, played by Steve Carell and Kerri Kenney-Silver. Nick is kind of entering his midlife crisis stage where he wants to see and do all these fancy things. Ann is low-key just trying to kick back and play Candy Crush. Then we have Kate and Jack, played by Tina Fey and Will Forte. These two are the only 2 from the original college friend group that got married after graduation. I think I love this couple the most because it goes against what we normally see in movies. Because here, Jack is the one who's more sensitive. He's the hypochondriac. He believes that they're soulmates. And Kate is like, bro, get your shit together. There's no such thing as soulmates. We went to the same college and we liked each other. Last but not least, we got Danny and Claude, played by Colman Domingo and Marco Calvani. Danny is a successful architect, and Claude is a stay-at-home husband who Danny feels sometimes smothers him. This couple is the biggest departure from the original movie. One, obviously, because Colman Domingo as Danny is black. You know, in 1981, white people didn't have black friends in the movies that didn't work for them. Just kidding. And just as a parent, they're now a gay couple, where Claude was Claudia in the original movie, played by Rita Moreno. And if you'll allow me to indulge for a second, both Colman and Marco have very cool stories about being cast for the show. Tina Fey was telling the story about how they were in the writer's room and they were like, Do you think we can get Colman Domingo to play Danny? Apparently he was the only one that they ever thought about. Then they pull up on this dude and he's like, yeah, sure, I got you. No one could believe that he said yes. So they would go around and tell people about the process and everyone would have the same reaction like, what? You got Colman Domingo to be in this? Colman said, yeah, when Tina invited him to be a part of this, he was doing a lot of heavy-hitting, soul-aching dramas, including preparing for his role as Joe Jackson in the allegedly upcoming Michael Jackson biopic, Michael. Anyway, he said he was ready to do some comedy, to have some fun, to wear some nice sweaters, and talk about all the ups and downs of relationships. Then, for the role of Claude, Colman Domingo and Tina Fey is out chilling. Coleman's like, so you got someone to play my husband yet? Tina Fey's like, no. You got somebody in mind? Coleman's like, yeah, I got a homie named Marco, but he hasn't acted in like 15 years. At this point, he had transitioned to more of like a writer-director. Colman and his husband Raul had just had dinner with Marco and his husband, who is also named Marco, which should be illegal. Anyway, they left out of that dinner and Colman's husband Raul was like, you know, Marco should play your husband in a new show you're doing. Freaking Colman Domingo's like, which one, nigga? Okay, anyway, it was Calvani. Then Colman got Tina to agree to let him audition, and he got Marco to agree to even get back into acting and send in an audition tape. Tina tells Colman these are the two people we really like to play Claude. Shows him the first dude. Coleman's like, yeah, he's good. I can see that. Then she's like, the second dude is your boy Marco. Colman Domingo's like, get the fuck out of here. Listen, y'all know my slogan. Sometimes you gotta just do shit. Go to that dinner, suggest that friend, send that tape. You literally never know. Anyway, as they say in Hollywood, the rest is history. Okay, the last person I want to talk about is Erika Henningsen, who plays Ginny. Jack ended his 25-year marriage with Anne and starts dating his very much younger dental hygienist. That's Ginny. Tina Fey and Erika have known each other for almost a decade. And for those of us who are initiated would know that that's because that Tina cast Erika to be the legendary, iconic new Queen Bee Katie Heron when Mean Girls went to Broadway in 2018. Excellent show, by the way. And now I'll be remiss if I didn't mention the fact that in April of 2019, Erika partnered with the African Library Project to create a library for a school in Kenya just a few hours away from where Katie Heron lived. Isn't that freaking cool? Look at this cast. So legendary. So inspirational. So what's my take? Yeah, I'll make this quick. This is one of the best shows I've seen in years. I don't even know the last time I reviewed a scripted show on this channel. Bridgerton, I should have reviewed Adolescence. That shit was nuts. I just been falling off on the show game. There's good shows out there. Like I said, Adolescence was good. Baby Reindeer was cool. I love Industry. I'm watching The Last of Us right now. But this is a comedy. And I'm going to be the hardest critic on comedies. In both TV and movies, it seems to be a lost art. Well, if one of those days restored my faith in comedy at the movies, the 4 seasons done blew past that for television. I honestly don't know the last time I laughed out loud at a TV show. Y'all OG Tate's takers know how much I love Sex Education. That show's good. That show's funny. I don't know that I'm laughing out loud while watching it. 8 episodes of the 4 seasons. I don't think there was one episode where I wasn't laughing out loud in. Somehow they found a way to transcend generational humor, which sounds kind of swirly, but I don't know no other way to describe it. It's not like they're just making fun of the younger generation, and they're not making fun of their current generation of just being old, doing old stuff where random body parts just start hurting. It's super smart, and it just shows that these people in the writer's room were just tapped in on all levels and all ages. I don't know, maybe if young people come and tell me that they ain't like this show, it will just confirm how old I really am. But I have a feeling the younger generation is going to like this show. And lucky for them, it's not even problematic. This is really my kind of show. 8 episodes, only 25 to 30 minutes. A cast we know and love. Hilarious, but underneath all those jokes, it's a serious story that still doesn't take itself too serious. This is going to make people want to call their friends and start planning some trips. This show was designed to be a love letter to long-term relationships, both platonic and romantic. And it is exactly that. A really good look at how relationships are not just one thing and how they really do change with the seasons. This show is literally going to take you through all the emotions. It's like you going through the seasons your damn self. Yes, you're going to be happy, but then it's going to get heavy and you're going to get sad. And somehow, through all of that, you're still laughing. In being such a short show, it's so impressive how quick you get emotionally attached to this friend group. Like, these are my friends now. I'll give you an example. We've seen it a million times. The husband leaves his wife for the young, cute girl. We're supposed to hate that guy. Steve Carell playing Nick, even as this guy who's kind of a jerk, you know that the actual person playing the character is such a good person, you still fall in love with the character. Tina Fey says the same thing when she talks about casting Steve Carell. He just has that quality to him where this is believable. Yeah, you're supposed to be a jerk, but I'm still kind of rooting for you. And I think it's important for the writers to show that this new relationship with the younger woman is based on a real connection, not just some floaty, flighty thing. And that's something that the friend group has to grapple with as well. They asked Steve Carell on the press tour, how would you describe this show to someone who knows nothing about it? Honestly, when I describe it, I say Tina Fey created this story, and it's about these couples that go on vacation together, and it's hilarious. And they say, well, I'm going to watch it. Man, listen, I don't know a better way to describe it. This show is excellent, and it's a very necessary reminder not to take any of our relationships for granted. Go watch it. The 4 seasons is available right now, exclusively on Netflix. As always, thanks for checking out Taste Take. If you enjoy the video, make sure to hit that like and that subscribe button. In the comments, let me know if you plan on checking this show out. Let me know if you watch this show. Am I tripping? Is this one of the best shows in a long ass time? Tell me a comedy show that I'm missing, and I'm gonna give you one right now. The Studio on Apple TV Plus is genius. I'm gonna give you that. This show is funnier, or as funny, but still heavier. So that's why I'm gonna give this one the edge. Let me know what am I missing? Please put it in the comments. Thanks for the time, y'all. Peace. Also, can someone send me a way to watch the original movie? I was trying to do my homework here on Taste Take. I was trying to go and watch this original. I couldn't find this thing streaming anywhere. Can somebody mail me the VHS and then also mail me a VCR and then I guess mail me a Fatback TV just so I can get the full experience? Thanks. Okay, that's it. Also, don't tell Regina George, but it is Wednesday and I'm not wearing pink. But I am representing the homies. So, okay, stop rambling. Golly. Sometimes I just like talking to you guys. That's so wrong. Then they pull up on this dude and he's like, yeah, sure, I got you. So they would go around and tell people about this whole casting process. Everybody would tell them the same thing. Who the fuck asked you that?